Hey, my beautiful students. First, let me just start off by saying I really miss you guys, and I hope you're enjoying spring break part 2. Woohoo, right? I was just going to put this out because I know some of you probably have a bunch of questions and you're wondering what exactly is going on, and you're hearing information from all over the place, and some of it's true and some of it's not. And like I said, I'm sure you have a lot of questions and you're wondering what's going on. Some of you are probably sitting there going, yay, school's out, week 2, hooray. And some of you are like, when are we going back to school? What about ACT tests? I've already gotten a ton of emails. What about state testing? Are we going to go back and have to cram in tons of stuff? Well, the biggest question I've got from some students in my email is, why did we cancel school for a week? So the reason they cancel school is for something called social distancing. And some of you may know what that is, and some of you may not. And some of you may know why it's important, and some of you may not. So I was just going to give you a quick rundown of my thoughts on social distancing. So you've probably heard that while kids can catch coronavirus, they don't typically get as sick. Usually they recover with no problems as long as they're generally healthy and, don't have any other issues. So you would say, well, if kids don't get it as bad, why can't we go to school? The problem is, and some of you know this, is that if you go to a place where there's a lot of people and you get sick, then you take it home with you. And who do you have living at home? Of course, a lot of you live with your grandparents. A lot of you live with parents who have health problems. And those people are the ones who can get really sick and have some really bad effects from this illness. So the reason that the schools decided it would be a good idea to close down is so that we could practice social distancing. Now, that being said, that does not mean that this extra week of spring break, you need to go and have a huge barbecue and get 100 of your friends together. Or like yesterday, when I drove past the creek at Bavina, I saw about 40 high school students out there all packed on the sandbar, hanging out and playing together. Is that effective social distancing? No, because if any one of those kids is sick, what are they going to do? They're going to take it home and they're going to pass it on to a little brother or a little sister, and they might be okay. But then they're going to pass it on to a grandparent, and then it could probably be an issue. So hopefully nobody around us gets it. But if you've been watching the news, you see every day they are having more and more cases. And of course, here in Mississippi, it's not as bad as it is in other places. And hopefully practicing social distancing will keep it that way. So while you're enjoying your spring break part 2, think of some things that you can do with the people who you live with that will keep you entertained or keep them entertained. A lot of you have little brothers and sisters. There are things that you can do with them. Yep, I know. I have a little brother too. Not the greatest or most fun person in the world. But this could be a time for you to reconnect and have some fun together. Watch videos, play games. All y'all want to do in class is play video games anyway. Now's the time that you can do it without me fussing at you to turn down your music and get off the video games. You can watch a movie. I may put some movie recommendations on Google Classroom for you guys, and if you go watch the movie and write me a journal about it, we may do some extra credit. I know that y'all enjoy watching movies because y'all do it all the time in my class. So I'll be posting some more videos here in a little bit. You still have an English 2 paper coming up on tragic heroes. I'll do some videos for you guys on characteristics of tragic heroes and Julius Caesar. I'm going to be trying to keep up with everybody's Google Classroom assignments. But remember, Miss Anderson is only one person, and I have a lot of students in a lot of different classes. But hopefully we'll make it through this. School will get back in session. Things will get back to normal. I know some of you are like, woo, maybe no state testing. I heard that on TV. And, that's a possibility too. We'll just have to wait and see. So until the time I post my next video, love you guys. Practice social distancing. Wash your hands. Love your parents. Eat your vegetables.